My name is Mike Melanson. I work with Rocinante Public Affairs, which is my own firm. I've done political work in Colorado since the mid-90s, a lot of candidate campaigns and ballot measure campaigns, as well as other public policy and public affairs work. I was involved with the 7A measures because I had done some consulting with some of the conservation groups around funding for the Colorado water plan. And then when the two measures got moving, they brought me in to help with research and getting the campaigns underway. And I guess you could call myself I was the campaign director, I guess, for the 7A water measure for the Colorado River District. Yeah, I think research, coalition, and financing, are a couple or three of the really important things to take into consideration. And I'll talk about each one individually, but then there's another aspect, and that's just time. I think a lot of times when folks are bringing these campaigns together and trying to launch them, they really don't give themselves enough of a runway, because you need that runway in order to properly do the research that you want to do, to try to scope out the measure, really understand what it is, what you want to do as a policymaker, and how that would translate to the public, and then determining what the public support is, because obviously that's going to have such a strong implication on the type of campaign you run, the depth of your coalition, as well as the finances. So just having that ample amount of time to be able to do that research, and then be able to talk to people and pull together a coalition, because a lot of times, especially with these finance measures, it's really difficult. You're asking people to raise their taxes. Now you're asking them to raise their taxes for something that's really important, but you really want to make sure that you have as broad of a coalition as possible, because with these finance measures, it's very easy to undermine them. And so as many people as you can get to the table and understanding what you're trying to do, why it's important, is the way to go. And then obviously, depending on the support that you have, you need to understand how much you're going to have to raise to finance the campaign. Obviously, if you have overwhelming support, it's not going to need to be as much. But again, these are tax measures. These are finance measures that people will scrutinize very hard, and you want to be able to have the resources to make sure that you're communicating with your electorate, so